Good morning everybody, it's bright and early again on me local park lake. So I've just got here, I've just put the rods in, baited up, same again, PVA bag systems with sweet corn on both rods. If I don't get anything on that, I've got some pop-ups or some boilies, maybe even some wafters. So fingers crossed we might be able to get a few tench and bream this morning. It's a lot better than last week. It's well, it's a bit cooler, 5 degrees, but it's not so windy and there's no rain for today. So fingers crossed we've got like a 4-hour session. So hopefully we'll have some fish. Yeah, so here's the setup I'm using. I've just got a Fox rod pod with two 8000 euro reels loaded with 15-pound line, because there are some big carp in here, and me Fox buzzers there with the swingers. So fingers crossed we might be able to pick up a tench or a bream this morning. I don't know, but we're going to wait and see what happens. Tell you what, that wind's got real chilly. I've had to put my hood up, but we've seen 1 or 2 fish crashing about, which is good. So they're on the surface. I mean, this place isn't deep at all, so but I've had 1 or 2 little twitches on my rod tip, which is also good. So it's looking all right for a tinker, or maybe a big bream, I don't know. But you never know, I might even catch one of those big carp. But it's just nice being here early morning. There's a few carpers just up the way there, and just waiting for a fish now. It's really quite nice. Spring's happening. All the daffodils are out. Snowdrops have just started to die off. So yeah, so fingers crossed we'll get one. Sorry, I'm just looking at me rod tips. They're just get going like that as there's fish moving around the PVA bag system, probably eating the pellets. So yeah, so we've got some fish moving around, which is good. So I'm just waiting for one of these rods to go off and us to have a nice fish on, because there are some nice fish in here. It's just fish location, and there are a few islands around here, and there's quite a few places that you can try and get a fish. There we go, we've got a nice tinker in here. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We've got a nice tench on. It's probably about 3 to 4 pounds, like in the sweet corn, as you can see. So we're going to get him on the unhook mat now and see what he weighs, but I'm happy with that. Nice big tench, nice early morning. Lovely big tench, biggest one of the season so far, at £5 3 ounces. What a beauty. There we go. Isn't that a cracking early morning tench? This one's been feeding quite well. It's nice and fat, and it's nearly perfect. I'm quite pleased with this one. Liking the sweet corn on the PVA bag system. You can't beat this early morning tenching. Absolutely superb fish. So let's get this one back. We'll do what we did last time. We'll rebait again, put some more sweet corn out there, and see if we can get any more of these tinkers. Really hard fighting. Well, here's my beautiful tench just resting in the net. A beautiful 5-pounder. Now going to be released. So if we do it like this, tip the net up. What a beautiful tench. There you go, back into the lake. So it's been an hour now since we had that tench, and everything seems to have stopped. I haven't seen any movement or anything, so looks a bit strange. It looks like it might have only been that one tench that was having a go, but if it was a really nice tench. Nice tench to start the morning, £5. But the rods have been silent for an hour, and it's starting to get really cold. The wind's getting up, and it's probably about 2 degrees now. And yeah, I'll give it another hour and a half, see what happens. But if we don't catch another fish, we've had that one tench, which is nice. Liking the sweetcorn. Well, as you can see, the light is slowly creeping up now on the lake, and I've just seen 1 or 2 fish top, so there is a few fish moving about, which is good news. So I'm hoping that I do get a little tinker or a bream before I go home, but if I don't, you know, that £5 tench is quite adequate. It's quite nice. But yeah, it's a very cold morning. It must be only 2 degrees now. Well, we've had a few indications on the rod tip, so something's moving around. Not sure what it is, whether it's bream or tench or something else, but I'm getting quite a few ducks around me now. And this is the witching hour, just before the sun comes up, and I'm hoping that it'll give me a chance to catch another fish. I'm hoping so. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, you know, the wind's dropped and it's like flat calm now, so I'm hoping for another run from a tench. Yeah, you can't see it, but I've got a load of ducks right next to me, trying to get into the sweetcorn. Little blighters. Still, it's nature, isn't it? Well, here we are. The sun's just starting to come up now, and we've seen 1 or 2 fish surface just out there. I'm not sure what they are. Whether they're bream or tench, I'm not sure. So hopefully I might be in with a chance of catching another one. They go down onto the PVA bags and start eating that, and hopefully we'll have one. Well, sadly it's turned really cold now, and it feels like -2. And I haven't had any more bites, and I think it's just getting too cold for them now, so I'm going to pack up with 1 tench under my belt, £5. It's not too bad for about 4 hours fishing, really, to be honest, and it's only early, it's only the end of March. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll be out again in a few weeks. See what happens.